What is up, you beautiful people? This is Gary Horne, and this is the NWA. It's the show celebrating the past, present, future, history, legacy, and tradition of the greatest pro wrestling entity of all time. Of course, we're talking about the National Wrestling Alliance. And as always, I'm joined by our boy Danny Dealz, the real king of everything, Joe Galli. And we've replaced Kyle with the biggest man in the National Wrestling Alliance, Rolando.
Whose mic is muted. Joe
Actually,
is a professional broadcaster. Is that proper to say this is the pro wrestling? Are you allowed to say that?
Like just double it, just double this. It seems a little repetitive. I bet we could cut some of the fat off of there.
I
mean, we cut Kyle out. That was cutting out some of the fat. Hey!
Oh, I didn't know we were going to start off right now dissing Kyle, dissing my
Kyle,
intro.
2006 shoot interview style.
Kyle has had a rough couple of days, and he was up driving throughout the night, and he is likely asleep in a hotel room on his way to go back to visiting his mother in Connecticut. So if he doesn't come back, it's because he desperately needs to sleep because he was up all night, and he was up all day working. So, Kyle's going to Kyle.
What happened to that tattoo?
He is having technical difficulties, he says.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's because
he'll come back.
He learned everything from his little brother, Rush. That's the problem.
Oh,
I got Bigfoot and Chotch with me today, by the way. And Maddie's back here. So the crew's all here. Yeah. We're all ready.
Well, Gary goes ahead and tries to produce over here while on air. A lot of exciting stuff to talk about, though.
There is. Yeah. I got some new stuff that I've been creating.
What?
That should be here shortly. Yes.
I don't have any pictures of new stuff.
What are we talking about?
Well, I don't have it yet. Well, you might have a picture of the green hoodie, which I pre-sale.
Green hoodie.
That should be here maybe.
So we could stand in front of the chroma key, in front of the green screen, and then I can see a floating head.
Well, this is a darker green.
I don't know why it's just green floating, because you wouldn't have to move your arms at all because they're just not even see them anyways.
Unless you have them tomorrow or Wednesday. There's a new shirt, and there's some other stuff too that's exciting. We will see. Yeah, stuff that goes on your wall.
Rolando froze. He will be back.
Yeah, that's okay. He's he's a busy guy. He's probably climbing a mountain somewhere. Being the biggest man in professional wrestling.
Yeah,
that's true. I'm sure he's just out someplace. Signal's difficult.
Is he alive? Yeah, he's alive.
Well, Wil is also absent today. Will is going to be joining us every other week from here on, apparently.
Was he also on that road trip with Kyle?
Yeah, he's in the hotel room with Kyle.
Joe's putting back the Cuddy Sark over there.
Hell yeah!
No, wait, that's that weird drink.
Mm-hmm.
I want to give a shout out too, while we can, to our chat. Noni McPony, Scott, Axel, James Bell, media's here. We got The Suspect. We got who else? Ignacio Del Rio. Love that. Cool. What's up, buddy?
That's a worker name right there.
Yeah, and just plenty of people. It's good to see you guys. Willie Bowen, always, and Caps is here. And anyway, so thanks for everybody showing up today, and all that stuff Danny Dealz was just talking about. You can find all of that. This is not going to be up to date, I guess, anymore. But NationalWrestlingAlliance.com/shop. Well, the
hoodies are almost gone, but you can still get them. Yes.
Yeah, that purple hoodie's almost gone, right?
Yeah, I got a couple mediums, maybe a large.
Every day.
I love that one too.
But current enough. It's got the website on there. Yeah, some of this stuff is gone too, but some of it's still there.
Yeah. So you want to check out NationalWrestlingAlliance.com/shop for all the cool NWA gear that you can't get anywhere else. This is good stuff. I love all this. I love that hat. I should have worn it tonight, but I didn't. Oh well.
Do you have? I feel like you have that hat.
I have that hat. You sent it to me.
It's somewhere.
So. But no, I know exactly. It's hanging up in another room. So
I got this.
That hat is sold out, Joe. That is a rare item that you now have in your hand.
I know, that's why I keep it. It's for the display purposes only.
Mike and Jason are wearing hats back there. They're both sold out hats. Mike has the Powerrr hat, and Jason has the.
I have the Powerrr hat. This one that Chotch has got on over here.
Yeah.
I still have some of those.
Okay, all right.
Get them while you can, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, still have a few.
We'll sell out in Knoxville for sure.
We got to keep talking because Eric Dale's driving home, so we gotta keep him entertained.
We gotta keep talking. That's what I do too. I listen to podcasts a lot of times.
All right. right. And WC is NWA for life. Good to see that. Thank you, WC. And
yeah.
All right. Well, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Rolando, hopefully, we'll get his technical difficulties straightened out. And we're also
going to
have
how long
some
it took
brand
me to lock that prick down, and now he's vanished. See?
He took out your boy Jeremiah Plunkett in the Champions Series.
He did. He cheated, and that footage has been submitted for review.
Yeah, but I was digging around. Is Medusa, so I don't think it's going to go very far.
Well, it's under an assumed name.
Speaking of which, one of the things I was digging around and I found this footage. I'll just play it now and maybe throughout the show. I think the guitar.
Are you hot at that camera guy? That camera guy was all smiles watching you get the total S kicked out of you.
That's a very you're broadcasting assault to these people, and I've got my lawyers on top of it. Chris Silvio is on as well.
We share those though. There was a recent assault Missa Cake did on Tootie Lynn at a
it was hysterical.
I saw that.
Yeah. That was an assault out of nowhere.
No, that's okay though. They were near a ring.
Which wedding, the suspect? My wedding or Aaron Stevens and May Valentine's wedding?
That is true. That's a good point. There are two
we should
big
do a double
NWA
wedding.
weddings.
Oh, I should have just done them at the same time. I would save so much money.
Yeah, buildings already.
God, it's so expensive.
Oh man, the slap heard round the world. I love that.
Well, she's going to get hers at some point. It's been nothing but assaults from Medusa. Also through salt, my eyes, Fuji dust. I was nearly blind for a few days afterwards.
I'm sorry to hear that, Dealz. I added the beautiful guitar music to it so that hopefully it would.
No, I couldn't hear it because this video would not play sound for me. And that's okay. I don't need to hear it.
I heard it. Gary. It was good.
All right.
And for all the NWA people out there, I just want to put this out there. My wedding is coming up in the fall. My fiance has a huge family. So I have to invite a limited number of my wrestling family to be in attendance. It's a small wedding, small venue. So don't be offended if you don't get the invite. It's not that I didn't want you to be there. It's that we have, 150 is the max capacity where we're going. It's all I can do.
Yeah. So don't be offended, Mark, Scott, media.
The suspect. All those people.
I don't think it was artistic, Marcus. I don't believe that it was.
People love that.
So well, it's never going to happen again. So I think yes, he is cool. That's Biggie. That's his name.
Let's change the subject, right, Dealz? Let's move on.
That's right. Well, he commented on the Sasquatch. It's old Biggie hanging out.
So let's move on. Well, one thing we can talk about for sure is there's a lot of stuff happening for the National Wrestling Alliance coming up soon. One of the big ones, of course, is coming up on January 31st. You've got NWA Powerrr Live.
Go fast.
Yeah, that is in Knoxville, Tennessee. Tickets are still available over at nwatix.com, but act fast if you're in the area.
Yeah, if you're living in that area and you start driving by the convention center, you're going to see that logo and maybe a few other graphics pop up on their big screen outside. Just sent them.
Oh, that's cool.
The graphics for that, so that'll be pretty cool. If you're driving around,
that's all going to kick on it. We'll talk about this card because like I said, we have a special match to.
It almost sounded like you said the bat logo. Like Batman was
the bat, yeah. Well, that's what
he might be. I have sent an invitation out to Bruce, so we'll see.
Somebody pointed out the other day on the internet, Batman logo wouldn't actually work. Like,
yes, it would.
Not actually shining on anything. So.
Yes, it would.
Anyway, all right. Well,
I watched a ton of episodes of the Super Friends. It works.
All right,
come on, Gary. It's
well, that NWA Powerrr Live is all leading us or starting the road, I would say, to
you need to pay more attention.
Yeah. And enough said coming, we know now at the Egypt Shrine Center in Tampa, Florida, February 11th, 2023. That's going to be a big one. We know that Tyrus is going to be defending his 12 pounds of gold against former champion Matt Cardona. And because we know that we're going to see the official contract signing at NWA Powerrr Live.
Nothing ever goes wrong with those.
No. Or a wedding for that matter.
No.
Or a wedding. Did you guys hear? Did everybody hear out there in TV land? Did you hear that? Is Rolando back?
He's trying.
I'm waiting with bated breath.
I think he's asleep.
Our dog?
No.
Future world heavyweight champion Rolando?
Well, it's live. It's live, folks. It's live streaming. Stuff happens. You know how
That's
it
what
is.
happens when it's live, brother.
There he is. He looks
let's see.
great in that ascot. What is that?
It's a hoodie. Looks like
Oh,
a
it
hoodie.
is a hoodie.
I think he's on dial-up.
Yeah.
That'll do it. In the
We should have
in
a
the
Batman
Freeman
match with
compound.
Power. You're correct, man.
That's the problem.
Yeah. Well,
Tattoo.
what
Blink twice if you're on the air.
oh, not looking good.
That's it.
Oh well. All right. Well, I'll leave Rolando up so you people can look at him because we did promise Rolando, and you can see him right there. Just a beautiful frozen face of Rolando. It's good seeing you, James Lawrence. Thanks for joining us. All right, Rolando's out. So anyway, back to what I was saying. In case you hadn't heard, there was a huge proposal this past week on NWA Powerrr.
Behold, I stand at the door and knock. Where will you be when the knock comes, turkey? Opportunity knocks on our door every single day. And of course, Carnage is still in this competition. Of course, Carnage is still in the game. Because Carnage is half of the most devastating tag team in professional wrestling today. Blunt force trauma, baby.
People are still talking about the fact that you didn't go to Brazil with me.
Hey, I thought we discussed this off camera, by the way. There was ticket issues, right? The passport.
Yeah,
remember?
that's what you say.
Look, the mail has been very, very slow lately. So what do I have to do to make it up to you? You know, it's just almost like you don't trust me anymore.
It's really hard to trust somebody after they disappoint you, okay?
You are the last person in the world I want to disappoint. And I just want to say, I think it's time we take that step. That big step.
What do you mean, like go to Brazil?
Go somewhere else. Maybe go to the altar.
Is that like a city or
No,
a country?
no. I'm talking, tie the knot.
Babe,
Wink, wink.
which knot?
Nudge, nudge.
Which knot?
Jump the broom. You and I just.
You need me to clean
No.
something?
I do all the cleaning. You know that. I get hitched. Hitched. Is that
Hitchhiking or something?
May.
I'm sorry, I'm not understanding.
I want to get married.
You do?
Yes.
No. Are
I
you
do.
serious?
Yes.
Like right now?
No,
baby.
No, I mean not.
Oh my!
We need
like
we
right
need
now,
a
because
minister,
I think there's a minister in the roster. How about like Father James Mitchell? We could get married. We could get married right now.
No, you need a dress. I mean, look. You know what? I have disappointed you in the past. I want to give you the best.
Oh my God!
I want flowers, cake, champagne, cake, everything.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna need time to plan.
Yes.
You can plan. In fact, you can plan the whole thing. I mean, but not now. Let's talk about it. How about let's
We can have a
celebrate-
huge wedding, like
Let's
with all our friends and the roster.
Let's
and
celebrate
my
getting.
family.
Yes, we'll celebrate getting. We'll celebrate making the decision. So yes.
Okay. Yes. The answer is yes. We're getting married.
All right, and that's a big one coming up.
I can get a deal on a minister for old Aaron. So
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who officiates this, what the plans are exactly, how this falls into play at
They should let me
NWA
officiate.
Powerrr Live.
I should officiate.
Do you have your license? Can you do that?
Yeah, I got a great deal on one.
I know
I've
Jeremiah
heard,
has it. Jeremiah, he shared it. He had a picture of it.
Yeah, old Plunkerino. He's got one.
Okay.
Can't be hard to get.
I heard Pollo Del Mar's been invited. I did hear that, so that's something we could throw in there. But
Everybody
I
who's
don't
coming
know.
to the show's invited.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to
That's
buy
true.
a ticket. It's the ticket of the century.
Pollo was just bragging about just being there.
She's going to be
at
in
that.
the ceremony, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's different.
Oh,
that's
is that
completely
right?
different.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I mean that's amazing. Good for you, Polio. All right, and let's see. Hopefully, the honeymoon will be better. I don't know what you mean, Axel. Yeah, and Aaron did seem to have a weird look on his face there, media. I'm not sure he intended
his idea.
that to. It's weird because he's the one who said it. Yeah, so. I do like this though. Aaron Stevens really is the David Bowie of the NWA. Just when you think you understand his gimmick, he's already found
he
one
has
as
a
a
gimmick.
winner.
It's just Aaron.
Yeah. Aaron is just Aaron.
He's like that all the time.
Aaron.
Yeah.
I've known him almost a decade. He's never changed.
Noni, you know you want to see the honeymoon broadcast.
Whoa, hey.
She's always just over the line, Noni.
Programming, come on.
Somebody already tried that in our industry, and it wasn't good. So we're not
Yeah, it didn't work out well for anyone, really.
Interesting point. Caps up pointing out, couldn't the Pope do the wedding? That's.
I mean, he is
the
a
Pope.
Question.
Man of the cloth, I suppose.
Yeah.
Let's see here. All right.
What's going on, Gary?
What else you got for us?
Eric Rolando, sorry about that. And just all right.
Sometimes it happens. I mean, it's live television, folks.
All right. Yeah, Polo and Throwbilly will for sure be there because we do
That's
know.
Pollo.
Yeah.
It's not Polo.
Sorry,
not
I
a
said
shirt.
Polo. I was thinking of Johnny
Some
Polo.
respect.
Remember that? Remember that cat?
I do. Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. That's a compliment to Aaron. I'm sure he'd take that. Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
He's interested in the acting. So hello from Girthel, Kentucky, not the jelly. Huh.
Dealz, you know where that is?
Wow.
I think that town's too small to even make a date. I don't think they have they might not even have a VFW or nothing.
I don't, and I've done all kinds of shows all over Kentucky. I don't know if I've ever heard.
No idea where that one is.
No, I've been to some small ones there. I even went. There was a Dry County. It's not anymore. But first time I did a show there, and I thought that was a myth because up north that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But even when I got to the south, I never saw any. But then I went and did a show in Kentucky. And to tell you how long ago it was, Beer Money was on the show. And I went to grab a beer. And they were just like, we don't have any. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, we don't have nothing. So we had to take the stash we had out of the trunk.
For anybody wondering, I did see Rolando pop back in for just a brief moment, and then he disappeared again. So
we're going to try to get him on, folks, ladies and gentlemen. Stick with us here, but we got plenty of stuff that we could talk about. Big time, big stuff happening.
Yeah, come on, Gary.
All right.
Talk about Mexico. I'm off the premiering. What about the show that's premiering tomorrow?
Yeah, that's true. Tomorrow is NWA Presents. That's a big show. Special guest Austin Idol. I actually meant to have a clip for that, and I don't have one. So, but that's the kind of guy I am.
Will's not here.
Gary. Can't get the guest connected. Doesn't have a clip, but you know what? I saw all of these. I was actually watching them from.
I did as well.
Yeah, they were good. There was a lot of great stories I've never heard before. I don't think anybody's ever heard before.
Yeah, some of them I had, even some from another guest that will be on. I won't spoil it, I guess. And I've heard plenty.
You're not spoiling anything. It was in the press release. Dr. Tom Pritchard's going to be a guest.
I've heard a lot of Tom's stories, but some of them he told, I was like, I never heard that. I mean, they were going deep dives, B-sides, right?
I like
exciting.
Deep album cuts.
But yeah, so don't. That's going to be tomorrow in Place of Power. I know we've seen that question multiple times, but it's going to be worth it. This is going to be exciting. And Rolando sends his regards. He says he is trying. He's currently in Alabama, so he's blaming it on that.
Our apologies.
Yeah, so
they don't even have internet.
Yeah, our condolences for him.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see here. We're gonna try to bring him back in just a second, but here is what we're talking about. NWA Presents Austin Idol, hosted by William Patrick Corgan. That's gonna be a big one. You will want to miss that. It's a Saturday at noon. So I'm sorry, I said it's in Place of Power, but I should have read my notes. And so Saturday at noon that premieres. So
no, that one's tomorrow. That one's tomorrow.
Okay.
At 6:05.
So I thought
The
that
noon
was
one's
the
gonna be
original
Dr. Tom.
plan.
Or actually, we might have split it up. I can't remember now. But just stay tuned to our social media. You'll see that when it's coming and how it's coming. It's gonna be good stuff.
We are
These
professional.
are long form interviews. These were very long. And I think the coolest part, I think a lot of, especially you old school wrestling fans out there, and I know you're watching right now, Billy's got this enormous collection of memorabilia and photographs and whatnot. So he's pulling out these photos that haven't seen the light of day in decades. And it's jogging old Austin Idol's memory. And we're getting all kinds of stories that I don't know if Austin Idol would have remembered certain events or certain folks without having that piece of memorabilia pop up. So it's pretty cool. A little roller coaster you get to go on. Of course, Austin Idol, we're going to talk. He's talked about the plane crash that he survived, but we talked so much more about that and how that really changed his life going forward.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see that. He was on the 33 podcast and did a great job on there. It was great hearing those two talk. And so if you happen to listen to 33, and you enjoyed that conversation, this one gets way more in depth. So I'm excited to see that. And it's fun. Like Joe said, my favorite stuff is that Billy could break out this memorabilia and show these guys, and you can see them light up a little bit. And, now Axel is concerned that Billy Corgan is going to be able to keep Austin quiet and not loud as usual.
Well,
come on, buddy.
Billy's a pro. Billy's a pro.
Fighting a losing battle.
Yeah.
And yes, Scott, there's no USA or no Power until the 31st. So and
we're back with a vengeance, baby.
Yeah, big vengeance coming in. NWA Powerrr Live. And so lots of
there
excitement.
is programming available.
All right, we're gonna try it one more time. Don't break my heart, Rolando. Nope, he's already.
Well, we tried. We tried, ladies and gentlemen. We gave it the best we could.
All right. Well,
all right. What's the predictions for the Champions Series finals here, Garrison? What do you got on the 31st? Correct. Do we know how it's going to shake out? Is it a big ass match? Is it singles matches?
Sorry, I was letting Rolando know that he's okay. He doesn't have to keep trying if he doesn't want to. It's all good. He's trying. I do want to talk about the Champions Series. And I do want to talk about everything going on at NWA Powerrr Live that we know of, including the brand new match that I just teased earlier. I also, if you guys will for just a second indulge me, I want to talk about our women's champion, Camille, because she is on a roll. Have you guys been paying attention to her social media?
Yes.
Twitter, Instagram? She is all over the place. Look at this. This is just over the past little while. Camille has been hanging out with the Mortons training. She's hanging out with Dr. Tom Pritchard over there. It's just to see her going. She talks about training with Tom a lot, and it's just I don't know. I just want to give her some props. She's already on top of the mountain in the National Wrestling Alliance, and then she goes off and wants to still continue her training, still continue to better herself, and to stay ahead of the game. I don't know. I just think that's really great of her. And here recently, I'll just show this real brief clip too. She was over with the Kazanas. Look at this.
Right. No. Go. Right.
Oh, that's awesome. She's taking out AJ Kazana over there. And so that's our women's champion, folks.
Yeah,
that's
and
the order
AJ's
of
going to
the
be in action in the Live Powerrr in Knoxville as well. I mean, he's a Knoxville guy, so it's going to be interesting to see what he's able to do. And that's what happens when you're at the top of the mountain. If you want to stay there, it takes work. And that's what Camille's doing, is she's putting in that work to be prepared for anything that could come her way. So it won't matter who steps up to Camille; she'll be fully prepared and ready to rock.
Dealz, are you the kind of person that can also give props to Camille here without any kind of sideways comments or anything?
What is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, what the hell, Gary?
I'm just saying.
Look, I'm constantly working on
he's never had
graphs
beef
over here.
There's no heat.
I'm constantly working on charts and graphs over here, strategizing. I get it. She wants to continue to level up because all the girls around her are going to level up. She doesn't want to get caught off guard. We've seen that happen. in wrestling. We've seen it happen in MMA. We've seen it happen in the NFL. We see it happen all the time. You have to stay on top of it. You can't just stay doing what you're doing because somebody's just going to plan around it and then it's over for you.
Yep.
Right? And then, of course, once you lose, nobody likes you anymore and you weren't as good and blah, blah, blah and all that. So, she's prepared. Not everybody can be like Sidney Crosby and walk on water. It doesn't happen for everybody. So some people got to keep at it.
If you guys, I'm curious what you think, and chat, feel free to chime in here too. Who would you like to see Camille face? Who's out there in the NWA women's roster? Who do you want to see?
Kyle Davis.
To be on the women's roster.
I don't think we're going to see that match. Although,
what match?
One of you on the announce team is due a spear at some point. So,
I'm good.
All right, so Joe's out on that.
I don't want that.
Of what?
Of taking the spear.
I don't need that level of physical violence.
New pointing out, yes, I did see that on Twitter. Her and Jade Cargill hit a back and forth. That was pretty entertaining. So Jade Cargill's in a similar position where she thinks nobody can stop her, and Camille threw her hat in the ring and said, we're going to have to recruit full time a woman to the IB boys, make her on the IB girls chapter, and we'll have to get her ready and have her go after Camille. Who knows? Maybe it's Missicate. You see how that mean streak she's got in her? Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll have to try to recruit her. It's a good thing for Tyrus. The NWA doesn't do intergender matches. Yeah.
Well,
stay tuned. Maybe you never know.
Stay tuned to that. That's all I'll say. Until what day?
Let's see. We're gonna vote for Rosemary. Dealz, seems like you can make that happen.
I don't know.
Or Danny Dealz versus.
No, hell no. Happening. I'll put Tim Storm in my place.
Mickey James is a
Camille
good one.
Mickey.
Lady
Did that
Frost.
already happen, or did it not happen?
Mickey and Camille never happened, I don't think.
No,
what
I don't
about
think
Frosty? She wrestled Frosty. I feel like she did.
Ooh, if not, I'd like to see that for sure.
Yeah, Lady Frost would be a good one, and Jade Cargill would be epic. I'm seeing. Oh, how about this? Camille and Genocide at a steel cage. These are fun.
Well,
these are fun, you guys.
Steel cage has there's a lot of cleanup afterwards, so we can't just throw them in a cage for the hell of it.
Oh, and here's a vote for Markova. Let's see Natalia Markova take on Camille. She has a score to settle from last year. She didn't get a shot at the NWA women's title yet. So there you go. Miss a Kate. Seeing some love there.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you. Yeah.
More votes for Genocide coming through. Love this. Lots of votes for Genocide, actually.
How could you?
Yeah, I think
Genocide dominant. I believe Genocide is a champion over at Mission Pro Wrestling, maybe a couple other places as well.
She already beat.
See Jordan Grace. That'd be interesting too. Yeah. But Genocide definitely getting the most votes in our chat here, so that's cool. I like that.
Ooh, Holla did. I like that too.
Yeah, that's a fun one. But yeah, I agree with you, WC. Women's roster in the National Wrestling Alliance is second to none. I would put them against any other company's women's roster. They are fantastic, and very proud of our women. I would like to, Camille and Allison Kay. We've seen that one, but it would.
Well, the last one was a draw, wasn't that?
Yeah, I think it was a draw.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, if I was AK,
back, baby. We're gonna run it back.
Yeah, gotta run that back.
All right. Well, I guess, folks, I'm going to run a little commercial here for NWA Powerrr Live. And when we come back, let's run down that card and talk about what's coming up that you can expect on January 31st in Knoxville. And, anyway, so right after this. Sorry, that was
older than a banker's heart, Gary.
NWA wrestling fans, January 31st, Knoxville, Tennessee, the Knoxville Convention Center. It's the first ever NWA Powerrr Live. Be there in person. Witness the stars of the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA World Champion Tyrus, Camille, La Rebellion, Matt Cardona, and more. Tickets on sale at NWATix.com. The National Wrestling Alliance, wrestling as it's meant to be.
All right. Well, we're talking about NWA Powerrr Live coming up on January 31st, starting the road to NUFF said, and coming up at Knoxville, Tennessee at the Knoxville Convention Center. That's what I wanted to get out. NWATix.com. You want to be a part of this. We already know that Kerry Morton is going to be in action, NWA World Junior Heavyweight Champion.
Who's he out there with?
Well, it looks like Ricky Morton. But I mean, I don't know. Does he have a match? Does he not? I don't know. I don't know how this all.
Well, it says
will be in action,
so they're suggesting, right?
Yeah. Oh, who do you want to see him against, Dealz? Jeremiah
Alex
Plunkett?
Taylor.
Alex Taylor. Alex Taylor's going to be busy, I'm afraid. We're going to talk about
Oh,
that.
that's right. All right, Plunkett.
So Plunky's your guy.
Plunkett
Another
might be a
big
little
match.
bit north of that weight limit. I'm not exactly sure.
Hey, there's no limits.
No
we're
limits?
also-
Wrong belt.
What about Bully Ray versus Odinson in the no tables match? That's
I'm
coming
still
up.
wondering. No table should mean that everything else is legal.
That's, I mean, it could be.
I have not gotten clarification, and this is another thing where Dealz, you gotta get a hold of that Medusa. I know you got heat, but you got to give us a little bit more details on what this means.
Yeah, you tell her, J Dog. Right?
Damn right.
Is that still your name this week, J Dog?
Yeah, hell yeah, it is.
All right. Well, you
My
need to
name
get a
for
hold
life.
of her. Be like, listen, get all official on her. She'll hang up on me.
Well, maybe Joe would be the best bet to get some clarification on those things. So, all right. Then you've got this big matchup, a match made in heaven, as some might say. You've got the wedding of Aaron Stevens and May Valentine. NWATix.com. If you want to attend their ceremony live and in person, this is coming Tuesday, January 31st, 7 p.m. An hour
How about
later
for
than
Aaron
normal.
Stevens? I mean, I know they've been courting and kind of dating for a while now, but I mean, May Valentine posted on social media she's a Playboy bunny now. Good. I mean, good for Aaron.
All right. And then you have a match made in heaven. How about a match made in hell? All right. I should do that on this one, I guess. But
That's all right.
That was good.
the
Gary.
Champion Series finals
Good.
are happening. And
Holy
this is
smokes.
huge. Look at this. This
Big
is
time.
an insane amount of people. Now, Joe, do you know if the captains are involved in the actual matchup?
You're gonna have to tune in to find out, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Well, you at least can see who's
Okay, well,
on
who-
each
all right,
team with this graphic.
Gary.
And I'm going to leave it up because there's a lot to take in here.
Yeah.
I know.
Garrison, what team do you got money on here?
I got to tell you, man, I Kerry Morton, I love that guy. I love the team he's got there. I love Chris Adonis.
That means you're picking Tyrus.
Look at Team Tyrus. It's epic. It's just it's a big bad team. You got former champion Trevor Murdoch right there. EC3, the biggest man in the NWA, Rolando. You got Carnage. You got Thrill Billy. And
You didn't even name Kayla Cassidy yet. What's the matter with you?
I was getting to
what
the
the hell?
ladies there. Kayla Cassidy, Samantha Starr, and Allison Kay, former NWA women's champion. So there's a lot to I don't know. This is a tough one. This is going to be.
Yeah, that's fine, but Alex Taylor of the IB Boys is going to ensure victory for old
Could come down to Alex. He was
for
dominant in
team
this
for
series.
Team Polka, and then we're going to rename it Team Polka. Ain't no rock and roll. We're going to wear white
Freeman
socks,
in the
and black
chat.
shoes,
What's up,
and black
Rush?
pants.
Hey, Rush. Good to see you. Always happy to see Rush Freeman in the chat.
He came to watch his
Obviously not
brother.
anywhere
and His
near
brother can't
Rondo.
figure
Axel's
out.
asking, how will the finals work out? A multi-person tag team match? It does feel like. Can we say for sure, Joe?
No, you have to tune in and find out.
All right, we can't say anything.
The
Nothing.
finals. Tune in and find out, baby.
He's
Well, we
sworn
want to
to
know in the
secrecy.
chat
How
who
the hell are we
you
gonna do
think
it?
is going to win this match.
All right, break the tie, Jay Dizzle.
Well, Ligursky says, no, it is not good to see Rush Freeman. I'm sorry about that.
He's
Ligursky.
actually correct
Fixers
about
rule. Ligursky, I don't know if you can see this right now, but just real quick. I want to show you something. I am sporting my Pro Wrestling is Fixed T-shirt representing the Fixers right now. So just FYI, that's
Joe
from
break
Ricky
the tie.
Ballagurski.
He's got
Break
Team
the tie?
Titus. I got Team Polka.
Yeah.
Who you got?
Look, you know what? I'm feeling your energy today, Dealz. I'm feeling your energy. It's time for the young man to rise up. Team Rock and Roll with their. I know he's not the captain or captain's assistant, but obviously you've been coaching up Alex quite a bit, so I think that they're going to be prepared. Plus all that love for genocide earlier in the chat. Yeah. There you go. That's the pick.
Ty is crazy, right?
Super crazy.
Yeah. Adonis has the master lock. Nobody breaks the master lock. Nope. One dude broke it. He's not on our show, so it doesn't matter.
It's not canon.
Huh?
This is interesting. I guess so Team Rock and Roll gets the votes from the hosts. So there you go.
But I feel like if Will were here and Kyle were here, there'd be more spirited discussion.
Oh, yeah. All right.
I don't know. Alex, genocide, master lock. I mean, what are we talking about? Taya, she hospitalized Negra, right?
Yeah,
La Rosa Negra.
Okay, so. You're slowly swaying me a little bit here, Dealz, because I do see, you got genocide there. I think Maddie Rinkowski has tremendous upside. Mims, of course, our boy, he's a rookie.
Why does he look bald right there?
He's just got that hair
like he shaved his head right there.
Mims, it's just pulled back.
I know, but just.
I hear you.
He's got a shaved head right there.
I could be speaking out of turn. I'm looking at these teams. I'm just eyeballing everybody on here. And then, you got, I don't know, because you got Chris Adonis and Dax Draper in there too. Just two big boys.
It's actually Dak Draper.
Dak Draper. I don't know why I said Dak. Sorry. And then, like you said, Taya Valkyrie. This is going to be tremendous. I'm curious to see how this plays out, how we get the final matchup to determine who are the winners of the Champion Series. And of course, we want to point out that whoever wins, take a look at those teams. Whoever wins, all of those people have earned title shots immediately.
Correct me if I'm wrong. What did it? Was it not like some kind of elimination last year?
I believe it was.
Yeah.
Me and Candy were drinking the peppermint alcohol in the back because it was near Christmas, so I missed it. But I know that it came down to Sal and Colby, and Colby, of course, was victorious, if I remember that correctly.
Yeah, and man, those were the days. All right.
Not really.
Not really. Not really.
What about Raven?
Yeah.
Well, you may get that WC Genocide versus Allison Kay. That could happen.
If I was AK, I would demand another match because her last title match was a draw. Ran out of time, right?
AK should definitely demand at least a lengthy time limit on their matchup and get a one-on-one with Camille. She deserves it as the former champion. I feel like she should have that shot. And let's see. Rock and Roll has got to go. It'll be the night of Team Tyrus. What is this? Team Tyrus has one more member in the team. Team Rock and Roll.
They do because it's because of the alternate situation. Because Ricky Morton counts as an alternate and as a captain's assistant.
Oh, that's it. Good call, Joe.
You speak of someone who's had to watch all this very carefully.
Mm-hmm. So we knew that was a possibility of happening. So that's also going to impact how the matches will break it down on when we head into Knoxville. We'll see exactly how it's all going to work out.
You are right, Nani. That is a lot of people going to end up with free passes to title shots. I wouldn't say free. They're going to go
earned it. They earned it.
Yeah,
and it's at any time. It's a cash in, like our friends over with the Connecticut company. You could. We've seen it before. You could cash it in wherever you want. So it's in your back.
You figure there's three sets of tag straps, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's women's title, men's title,
USA
television championship.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And soon to be a women's TV championship too. I know,
and a national title. You know, national title. Who knows? Ronnie Garvin
TV
might
title.
show up and challenge for it. You never know.
Interesting.
He was the national champ when I was young. Anyway,
all of that stuff is plenty of excitement. There's enough there to make a hell of a show that you want to be a part of in Knoxville if you can. But
what else is going on? I swore I saw another graphic today on the internet.
Well, I mean, one thing we do know is the official contract signing between Tyrus and Matt Cardona. Mm-hmm. And then there is a matchup we have not announced yet, but now's as good a time as any. How about this? This just added. We got this right before the show started. Psycho Love versus Camille and Tom Latimer. That is a big one.
Debuting Psycho Love mixed tag match. Woo!
This is
Angela loves that score to settle. I mean, she wants the Burke, and with her boy by her side.
She has been a champion everywhere she's been.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
All right. Well, I'm excited about that one. So you got the women's champion in there.
That's not even the one I was talking about. There was another one.
Psycho Love versus the Power Couple. There was another one besides that.
Well, maybe somebody shared it too soon. I swore I saw it on the Twitter machine or something.
Got leaked.
There was like a tag match or something.
A tag match. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, I'm a doofus. Yeah, you're 100% right.
Yeah, I'm a doofus match.
Yeah.
Loser is a doof match.
What is wrong with me?
Good
Man,
heavens.
I am failing at everything here recently. I apologize. I will.
Well, Will's the producer, and he's not here, so just went to hell.
Yeah.
We'll send you emails with the format and everything.
Yeah, what's wrong with me?
Meeting, break for catering.
Stall for a second, and I will get that graphic added in. It should have been in there. And
sure. We could stall. Hey, Dealz, you got that passport ready for Mexico?
It will be by that time.
There you go. That's gonna be fun.
That's what I'm hoping.
Do we have any fans in the chat that are with us from south of the border? That'd be fantastic.
I had to renew mine, but I'd have it by March. I mean, it's January.
Oh yeah.
But I had to renew it, and even though I will be in Dominican Republic in late January, you can travel because I will be on another hemisphere tour, Gary. You remember that from last year. So when you're on a ship, you can use a birth certificate and an ID.
Oh, really?
Thank you, Moni.
I didn't know that. See,
I appreciate you.
Don't just come for the entertainment, folks. Learn something.
Yeah. So, I mean, it might even work for Mexico, too. I don't know, but I'll have my passport by then.
All right. Well, so it just took a second, but here's what Dealz was talking about, this big matchup. How could I forget to add the U.S.
How could you?
Tag Team
Lagert's yelling at you in the chat.
Oh, I know. It makes me feel even worse that he's like hanging out in the chat, and then we didn't get the matchup there. But the Fixers aren't going to defend those United States Tag Team Championships against the Country Gentlemen. AJ Kazana, adorable. Anthony Andrews. This is a big one.
They're both definitely country boys, right? But are they gentlemen?
I don't know. I mean, when they talk, sometimes
pretty gentlemanly.
Yeah, when
I'm just asking a question here.
When they get the mic and they're interviewed, they seem friendly enough.
They're polite. They know their manners.
All right.
If everything
they
works
say their
out,
prayers,
I guess
they say ma'am, but they ain't afraid to get that shotgun out.
Yep.
Country boy can't survive.
Right.
Well, I guess now's a good time to mention it as any that if all goes according to plan, as of right now, the Country Gentlemen are scheduled to be here next week on the live stream with us.
I was trying to figure out what CG stood for. I couldn't figure. I was going to ask you.
I didn't either. I was like, I don't know what you would. So we get CGI next week, or
I get to be a robot.
I don't know.
Oh, come on, guys, CG. But all right. Well, people are excited about that U.S. Tag Team title match. Fixers rule, though, Scott Bomer says. And I'll throw this one up here, Dealz, just for you. The ill-begotten need a shot at the NWA US Tag Team
Elmer's
Championship.
correct. Elmer's correct.
That is accurate.
We
That's an
were
accurate
in the battle
statement right
royal
there.
for it, but we've never actually had a shot. I'd even go after the world belts with the werewolves. So what's Rush booing at? What are you booing at?
Dealz ain't scared.
Yeah, I think Rush is just booing everyone. I think Rush just feels the Spectacular should be in the spot of.
They already had a shot at it and they lost it. Right? Or am I wrong about that?
I believe
that does.
They did have a match, I believe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did.
If it wasn't the
That doesn't mean they
Spectaculars,
can't
it
come
was the
back
team
around.
of Rush and Rolando, which I think is still Spectaculars.
Doesn't mean they can't come back around.
Yeah,
But-
that's true.
You got to wait sometimes. There are other people in line. Other people got to eat,
That's true. Fair enough. Pollo Del Mar in the chat. The country gentleman, what in tarnation is wrong with y'all? Where is the Thrill Billy and the lovely Pollo Del Mar?
You guys aren't in that match, Pollo.
Yeah,
but
you're just
Thrill
not in
Billy
that
was
match.
in the graphic for the big gimmick. And we
Yeah.
did mention, Pollo, that you were in.
Yeah, you late or
Pollo is
something, Pollo?
in
What's
the,
going on?
Yeah, Thrill Billy's back there. Team Tyrus. He's going to be in the Big Champion Series finals. And Pollo, we've already talked about you attending
being in the wedding party, right?
Yeah,
Or-
you bragging
Yeah.
online about being in the wedding party.
Yeah.
I bet Pollo's got great internet, so Pollo should be on the show. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we've had Pollo on the show before. Doesn't mean we can't
we have.
again, but yeah, great
Yeah,
internet.
we'll definitely need to get Pollo back on here. Big fan of. Oh yeah. Sorry, Pollo. Met his guest on your show. You dirty no gooders.
Did we ever have the Thrill Billy on by himself? I think we did.
Does he have a smartphone? I don't know if that's
Does Thrill Billy
you
know
might
how
have
to
to
do
get
this?
question. I don't know if he has one of those.
We might have to set that up, Pollo.
Yeah, Pollo, we'll set this up. We should have you on next week or either there's the 23rd.
No, you said you locked in the CGs for next week.
Well, I mean, we could always have more than one guest. I mean,
Oh, that's true.
We'd have to
we could have
schedule.
all four of them on.
We couldn't have one today, though.
We could
Right?
have one today. Well,
Couldn't
today
have
is
one
also the
today.
college football championship. So
No,
you know,
I think that's the real
people are
problem,
busy.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, well, that's where the country gentlemen were. We were going to have them today at one
Yeah,
point. And then,
they're rooting on them dogs, them Georgia dogs.
yeah. So anyway, and then we had Rolando. I don't put that on us or me when he
he's in
says
Alabama.
we, he means me. So Galli's the boss around, and he puts a lot of pressure.
I don't know who that Joe Galli is.
Does
Sounds
Joe
like a real
know
douche.
J Dog though? Does he know
J Dog, brother?
Sorry. Yeah. And J Dog has close ties. Wow. And let's see. Hopefully 10 matches for the
I got a
CG.
guest for our
That is great.
podcast. Come on. He's our guest. You guys like our guest?
That GIMP shirt is actually still available, but limited as well.
Oh, I like that. guy.
You
I
see
wore it
behind
because I
that
knew it
kit.
would trigger you.
And
Yeah.
this is almost gone too. The Begotten. This is almost gone. It's gone.
Are we insulting Pollo's intelligence about the smartphone thing? Or no,
I believe that
Silas's
was J Dog who
intelligence.
said that. J Dog said that.
I don't know. I've seen things. I don't know. I've seen this. I've never seen him on one.
I'd be happy with having Paulie Pratt on sometimes.
Yeah.
That would work. Yeah, that could work.
Yeah. Paul's an encyclopedia, a award-winning PWI journalist, if I'm not mistaken.
Best
Thank you,
guest
Polka Dot.
yet. We're
Say
getting.
thank you to Polka Dot Pam. Girl.
Oh boy.
You talking about me or the cat?
The cat.
Oh, okay.
Look at that. Who's a good girl? Who loves wrestling?
Well, what about Bigfoot? Biggie, is he not a great guest or no? We're not. All right.
That's a good point.
He didn't talk though.
Elusive. Hard to find.
Rush, calm down. If the CG win, you might have another shot at the US tag. Again, Rush, relax. Okay, relax. Not saying you can never have another shot.
You got little eye boogies. I gotta get your eye.
Just gotta let other people get in line.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me get your eye boogies. Good girl.
Rolando's already tweeting out. Well, I tried to join NWA Extra tonight. Either Danny Dealz is trying to sabotage me, or my pure masculine energy disrupted my connection. Sorry for the inconvenience. So
Sounds like
That's a lie. That's a lie. He's in Alabama. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Rush is concerned with your cat's dietary situation. No,
Yeah,
he
my
said
cat
he-
eats really well. Better than you, Rush.
Yeah, what's it to you?
Yeah.
It eats
Wow.
human flesh.
Hell yeah, it would.
It'd be upsetting if
Well,
something
I mean-
happened in the middle of Aaron and May's wedding. Pollo, being the scholar of wrestling you are, you should know that nothing has ever gone wrong in a wrestling wedding.
It's going to run
Yeah,
like a split watch.
And now Pollo is calling out Rush Freeman for fat shaming the cat.
That's
and
right.
poking up Pam's on you. Rush, you're getting some
That's
hate
right.
now. He's got
Right.
heat in the chat.
Yeah, they're coming after you. Yeah.
Oh, nobody's a fan of your attitude, Rush. You just that cat is
That'd be
Dealz,
nice.
we need some cat
What's the matter?
merch. I want some NWA cat collars, little vests I can put on.
Does your cat get offended by your name being J Dog?
Nah, man. She's good. She's good with the dog. I got another dog. She's good with that dog too. Your eye boogers are everywhere. What's up with that?
Eye boogers.
It's a mountain cedar. She's allergic. Are you allergic to the mountain cedar? Yeah, it sucks out here, huh?
Yeah. I should make
You
some
want to talk about
dog
more
collars
wrestling?
so my dog can have one.
I was just enjoying this cat conversation in the chat. So then everybody's watching you pet your
I
cat.
can't read the
so-
comment. My screen's at an angle.
Oh yeah.
Whoa!
It's just a lot of
Rush
lot of
Freeman.
rush.
You better
Why
well
would
look
I
like that.
die?
Part of yours
Why am
to
I
the
dying
real
before
stuff.
the cat? I mean, I love my
Do
cat.
you see? Hey, do you see the inter-tag heat going on down here from Pollo?
Yeah, Mr. Rush Freeman, you darn well better look at that tag team partner of yours to see what a real spectacular looks like. Whoa.
Whoa!
I think
Whoa.
he's telling you to do some sit-ups, brother. Put down that
Cheater.
fishing pole. Hit the gym.
Oh goodness. And everybody's besmirching Danny Dealz. Poor
That's
guy.
correct. That's correct.
Yeah. All right.
Cat.
Well, so we run through the NWA Powerrr live card. You guys don't want to miss that. We still don't know what a no tables match is. We're going to figure that out at least by January
watch.
31st.
Now you got to watch.
Yep. United States Tag Team title match.
Homicides in
Morton's
the
action.
neighborhood again.
There's a wedding. There's a Champion Series finals. There's a contract signing. And there's a debuting Psycho Love taking on the NWA's power couple, Camille and Tom Latimer. This is going to be a big match. And you know what, guys? That's not it. There's still more to be announced. So this NWA Powerrr Live is, I would say, the biggest NWA Powerrr episode yet.
They're going to be
It feels
supersized.
It feels
Yeah.
like it's got to
yeah.
be.
It's gonna run over.
Yeah, I don't see how it could not, just from that little bit alone.
That's getting
So-
it when what happens here, I'm sure, will directly affect what happens on February 11th, Gary.
Oh yeah.
See, that's why
that
you need
is-
Kyle here, because Kyle will go, tickets on sale right now. He would go right into
Tickets on sale now at NWATix.com.
He'd go right
Enough
into it.
said.
And
I
not
don't know.
only
I feel-
folks,
The
can you
Izzy
get
Shrine Center in Tampa, Florida. Folks, get your tickets at NWATix.com. Also wearing on Fight if you can't be there, but you know you want to be there. NWA Enough Said. That's my Kyle impression.
That's pretty
Oh.
good.
He does it better than me.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, we will be having television tapings Sunday and Monday. We are well aware that that is Super Bowl Sunday. So we will be ready and rocking, and the doors will be open at 1. We're going to start wrestling at 2, and you will be out with more than enough time to head home and watch the big game or go to a party or go to a bar.
Well,
but
and
actually
with the
told-
Steelers not being in it, nobody's really going to watch it anyway. So
My concern is Brady pulling off a miracle and the Tampa fans seeing that. But I can assure you that we will be done with the wrestling well before they even get into the national anthem. So come on down, watch some wrestling, and then head on over.
Sunday matinee.
Yeah, matinee on
Like I said.
Sunday. Monday, same time as normal, but yeah.
Steelers aren't in it, so you're not going to miss anything, right?
Yeah.
It's just
Mm.
be
I
two
do
other
like this
teams from-
question from Dead Kobe. Joe, this is something we should talk about sometime.
Sure.
Or J-Dog, sorry. We should figure that out.
I'll forgive you.
Yeah.
J-Dog has the answer to this one.
Those episodes, lots of requests all the time for even the older episodes of NWA Powerrr that going all the way back to season 1. So
I understand that. Well, you know, the thing that's the most valuable thing that any television show has is the library. And so sometimes we have to kind of hold on to certain things as a way to kind of make negotiations for bigger and better things that could happen in the future. But to answer your question about Fight, yeah, basically just kind of keep coming to us on YouTube, and then Fight's going to be our pay-per-view provider. If you, let's just say theoretically, you bought the All Access Pass in July of last year, well, then you're going to be able to use your All Access to watch our pay-per-view programming up until that point. So you'll be able to watch NUFF Said without having to pay for it, so as you already did. So we're honoring that all the way through, up until the cancellation point for your particular subscription. So have it, enjoy it, kind of figure out where you might end up. And then if it turns out that your annual subscription is ended, you could still just purchase the programming. You're helping support us. You're helping support our professional wrestlers. You're supporting Gary and Danny and myself and Will and Kyle. And that goes a very, very long way. And so we appreciate you doing that. We appreciate you coming and subscribing to our YouTube channel and clicking the bell icon so you know when we're coming up with either episodes of Powerrr or Presents or NWA USA. But I think the really good news here is, this is really opening us up to having an entire international audience be able to watch the show at the same time. It's where we started. It's where we found the most success. And I think that's where it's a good place for us to be at the moment. So thanks for bearing with us, folks.
Wow. Well said, Joe. No, J-Dog. You almost sounded like Joe, but that was a delivery that only a J-Dog could handle. So,
the resemblance is uncanny.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, we're about ready to get out of here, but before we do, don't forget, folks, tickets are on sale right now at NWA Powerrr Live, Tuesday, January 31st, 2023, Knoxville Convention Center in Knoxville, Tennessee. Also, NUFF Said, February 11th, 2023, Egypt Shrine Center in Tampa, Florida. Get your tickets now, NWATix.com. I'm sad. That was my Kyle impersonation.
That's the best part.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man, that was good. Oh.
All right. Yeah, and NWA Powerrr Live is on Pollo Del Mar's birthday.
Oh,
so
that means you guys got to bring gifts
look
for Pollo.
at
It's a birthday and a wedding?
that.
Now that's a mitzvah.
I don't know that the Knoxville Convention Center can contain it.
I don't think so. All right, everybody. Well, we appreciate you as always for joining us on this live stream. I know, and especially on a day like today where Polka Dot Pam making me feel bad, sad shaming. No, we're having fun. Kyle knows I love him. I do love Kyle.
Kyle would have just said that himself anyways.
Yes.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And so anyway, all right. We love you guys in the chat. Thanks for being here on this day of the national championship college football game. And you've got lots of things you could be doing with your time. So we do appreciate you
You
spending
could be anywhere in the world right now, but you're right here with us. And we appreciate
that. Is it. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us. And until next week, you guys enjoy your gravy cake.